Peace and blessings, y'all. This is your boy Gerald. It is Monday, December 5th, 2016. How are you doing? I hope that wherever you are, your your weekend, you were able to rest, you were able to reflect by way of grounding your feet, speaking your truth, but of course, placing God first in everything that you do. Because your life is priceless. There's only one you. And the things that make your environment will be the tapestry, the contrast, known as your testimony, your legacy. Everything that is being shown is shown to not be wasted, for you to bring awareness of what is trying to rob you or distract you from you. How about that direction? Hmm? So I'm gonna throw this disclaimer out right now. I'm gonna try to be very PC. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But this video right here, y'all, I hope it plants a seed of thought wherever you are going. Yes, because see, Monday, you are the beginning of your week, y'all. A new series of experiences, new opportunities, new blessings to be possessed. But this video right here, if it makes you think, it did its job. It might even piss you off, but if it gets you to think, then that's what it was for. See, I've been kind of echoing through the video to be very observant in your day-to-day, your environment, to not be afraid of what's being revealed to you at this time. Because see, your life should never be stagnant, no matter the challenge, no matter the obstacle, no matter that is, because God, He's going to take every opportunity to make the best you be birthed out of who you are. That's why He always conveyed to do not live of this world, to always have faith in Him. You know, faith, to believe in the things not seen, that is felt, because it's all tied to your spirit, and what is in your spirit makes your reality. We are what we attract, y'all. That's why you are not a victim. You never was. You're not a martyr. You never was. That's why your name was chosen and spoken by way of your parents when you took your first breath. Now that I got that out of the way, I'm about to save somebody. Might be you. Some peace of mind. I'm about to give you some understanding that is long overdue. And I'm just going to go ahead and validate some things that you may have already known, but you was not sure. Because it's not easy living your life. That's why there's only one. And that's also why the devil sits there in the cut waiting for you to trip, slip, bust your lip. He wants you to stay down. He don't want you to be grounded. He wants you to be a part of the environment that you come to know. Because that's what makes your shackles. And your shackles are formed by your fear. You know fear. Finally, everything's a reality. Do you like the reality that you are in? If you do not like the reality that you are in, why won't you have the courage to first acknowledge it exists? Secondly, love yourself. And third, do something about it. Now, we can metaphorically say Rome was not built in a day. So we could also say that the best you is yet to come. That's why you hear people say it's a work in progress. Keyword works. Works, effort, progression, momentum. How about motivation? Who am I talking to? I hope I'm talking to your heart. I hope I'm able to reach your spirit. But right now, some of y'all may be feeling that your life is like it's on a sideshow. And you're not being taken serious these days. Your efforts are marginalized and people are not hearing you. Maybe that is the reason of your temperament these days. Who am I talking to? The question needs to be asked is this: why are you entertaining that? What is the value of that connection? When you decide to be honest with yourself, your answer will be given in the intended time. Why? Because God got something better. And he's not going to set you up to fail. To fail means you take that position by choice, because that's free will. Sometimes you may have a setback. Maybe that setback is your setup. So let's turn the corner on this. This video right here, I hope it reaches you in time, because some of you inadvertently may not realize that you are being set up for the emotional clip. You are being preyed upon and don't even know it. You say, Gerald, why would you say that? I don't understand. I think I got everything together, but there's still that question mark. There's still that hidden doubt. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds and you tell me what you mean. I'm glad you give me that. Because some of you are going to do this. You're going to go out there and spend your hard-earned money to buy gifts for people that don't deserve it. Some of y'all are going to give your greatest gift to someone that does not deserve to hear you breathe. And then there are going to be others that are not going to know the difference, only to feel the effects down the road. Who am I talking to? I'm giving you love. This is not shade. So if you're feeling a certain kind of way, I say to you, look at your environment. Who deserves the right to walk with you? Who has earned the right to watch you grow? Do you realize the greatest gift that man possesses is growth? Not everybody is going to know your story. Not everybody is going to earn the right to know your dreams and aspirations. Not everybody is going to be blessed to see who you are destined to become. How about that person that's coming out of their spiritual storm? Who am I talking to? Seems like now you are in a better place nowadays, aren't you? I feel your spirit. Well, let me ask you this. Because, you know, the devil is a lion in the brush and all he does is kill, steal, and lie. And maybe that what you think is your breakthrough is really covertly the setup for your breakdown. Maybe that's the reason why you don't feel at peace. Maybe that's the reason why things are not falling into place as they naturally would. Haven't you noticed that things that are divinely meant for you, they flow like water? And the things that were nothing but calculated distractions, oh man, they're like a emotional car wreck. You know, it's like seeing a storm in the distance, and all you want to do is get out of the way of it. But no matter how much you try, you get wet. So this brings me to this. Haven't you noticed, if you, depending on where you live, you notice when you're on the road, going to wherever you're going, every now and then you'll see a buzzard. Some know them as vultures. And you'll see in the distance, you'll see this bird. And as you get up on it, you realize how, not only how big it is, but you see how menacing it is too. You notice the talons and the beak and the, the structure of its head. And naturally, it will generate being uncomfortable because it's not a pretty bird. But that bird has a purpose. That bird is to clean up what is left, what is considered dead. It doesn't waste an opportunity. It also, being that it is a predator, is very strategic. It sits out of sight or out of range, always surveying, always taking note, waiting for the calculated time to strike. I've seen situations where if there's one, there are others, and they know how to work. And whatever the prey is, the payout is death. Have you noticed that? Well, guess what, y'all? You may not realize that you may be preyed upon right now. Oh, yes, sir. Yes. See, right now, this is the optimum moment for the opportunists. Yes, it is. Because we are in the holiday season. And depending on what the objective is, maybe the focus needed to get the result from you. How many of y'all are going through this? There's people that you have met along the way in your life, and depending on, you may be going through something or something may have occurred, like truth, they gone, vanished, disappeared, don't know where they went, just fell off the planet. All of a sudden, after you have taken the steps to repair, how about break off those rough edges about yourself, those things that you may not have been aware that needed to be removed from your life? How about things that you may have had fear about that you finally decided to do the work? But what you don't realize is this: even though they may have been out of sight, they may have been out of your mind, maybe they may have been out of your environment, they were waiting. They were waiting for the opportune moment to put you right back in that box that they see you in. These people exhibit endless amount of energy to focus on you. They're very articulate. They exude painstaking amount of effort to build the illusion, only for you, months and months, to understand not only who you were dealing with, but why they were there. Who am I talking to? Maybe that is the reason now all of a sudden you may think, I'm the flavor of the month. I gotta beat him off with a stick. I gotta get back. Leave me alone. But you like the attention, don't you? You actually believe that this was long overdue. But what you don't realize is this: these people already knew what made you unique, as well as they also knew what you lacked. Maybe that may be the reason why when you interact with these people, they always bring the missing piece. They always want to dun, 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 be the hero. I say to you, what is consistent? Why all of a sudden now the focus is on you, when the focus should have been there the first hello? And no one's exempt. This could be your family members. This could be your people that you work with. This can be those that are in your environment. So what's going on now, y'all? We are a couple weeks away from Christmas. And some have already been aware that the retail machine has been cranked up before October. Maybe that's why some of your wallets are smoking right now. Like, darn, every time I put something in there, it just goes right on out. Look at your environment. Take note on what you're overlooking. And be truthful with yourself. Sure, people change all the time, y'all. They do. But you have to be honest with yourself. What is it about you? What is it that you're doing that draws the attention? Or be honest. What is it that you are not doing that demands the focus? What is the difference between then and now? And take note on who's in your environment. Because some people can be very calculated and they can be very callous in their approach and will be condescending and tell you exactly why. They'll be very, very covert on how the approach is done. Because, see, they are there for the payout. What is it that they want from you? Have you ever thought about that? Why are you in my life now? Why all of a sudden? What is it that you need of me? Some of y'all won't have the courage to do that because you also know truth is on the other side of that. You say, well, Gerald, he makes me happy, especially now that I'm going to go out there and buy them J's. Everything's good until that first scuff comes. Let me tell you something. The greatest gift you could ever give someone. Let me say it again. The greatest gift that you can give anyone is your time. Did you hear what I said? Your time. Because you can't buy that. That's why I always echo, take the price tag off your life. You're not for sale. Because some of y'all are falling prey to the lowest bidder. But I also know that there are going to be some people that are going to hear this and they're going to do this. You ain't talking about me. I'm not stupid. I'm not dense. You just hating. Yeah, until okay. And then the 30th rolls by. And then you start to notice that their whole emotional interaction with you has dropped significantly. And then that's when your pride kicks in, like, well, he did that because of this, not because of that. She did that. She's acting that way because of something what? What? She don't want to have nothing to do with you now because something you did? That's an excuse to get out. That's an excuse to get away from the crime scene. The crime scene is they jacked you. They jacked you of your finances. They jacked you of your time. They jacked you, unfortunately, of your greatest gift, your body. But Raheem Devon sung a song for DJ Jazzy Jeff a couple years ago, and this is one of my favorite hip hop songs out, because it's positive, and it's called "My Soul Is Not for Sale." If you got time, y'all, go up in the search engine, put that in there. Raheem Devon, "My Soul Is Not for Sale," and just listen to the lyrics. Because there's going to be some of y'all, you're going to think you got it, you just got your strut going on. Yeah, I'm good to go now. She back on my side. She back in my, yeah, we happy. Only to not see the clip. And just as quick as they came into your life is just as quick as they going to leave. Because you just facilitated a want. And I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to save you time and put your focus on those who matter. I don't care who they are. You ain't talk to them. And Yes, everybody got to live their life and stuff like that. But they didn't fell off the earth and all of a sudden they calling you. What you got to talk about? And this is how you know. They'll put a whole lot of focus trying to get you, get you, get you. And then when you finally respond, they really ain't got shit to talk about. Excuse my French. They just want to see if they can have access to you. People always want what they don't have, y'all, but they never honor what they need. You know why? Because it requires truth. And if you ain't being truthful to what you need, you can't get mad at what they give back. Who am I talking to? You think because the fact that you are out there spending your day looking for the perfect gift, you are the perfect gift. Why don't you put a bow on your head and say, here I am. If you care about me so much, here I am. Because God forbid something were to occur, they ain't going to be there for you. And that's the truth that some people don't realize. But I'm going to tell you this, though. I'm going to tell you this. And this is for the intended heart and mind. Even though no one likes rejection, but maybe that rejection is really your spiritual protection. Who am I talking to? I told y'all a long time ago, opportunists will never give you truth. They only give you examples of what you don't need. But see, some of y'all are being brainwashed because they're hitting you with 1,001. Well, you know, things ain't been right. I need your hand. What's wrong with your feet? What's wrong with your effort? Why do you need me when it's your problem? That's why it's your problem. But they on their best behavior right now, ain't they? You telling your little girlfriend, man, he just treated me like a queen. Until he can get in that throne. And then you're the fool. Guys, too, all of a sudden, she got time for you. She couldn't have time when you wanted to give her time. That's why Maya Angelou echoed in her poem, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Because I could flip this real quick. If a person genuinely loves you, you'll see it in their actions, and they will damn near try to move mountains to be in your life. But an opportunist leaves a trail of tears, leaves casualties, and will never take ownership. That's why, more than ever, you better learn how to say no. See, some of y'all think I'm being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm trying to save you from spending your hard-earned money on people that don't give a damn if you live or breathe. And they're going to pull all the stops because they think they know who you are. They think that this is what she wants. And some will be bold and brazen and throw it in your face. Well, you know, I wouldn't have done that if you didn't do this. Well, guess what? To have the meetings of the mind, you have to have authentic. You have to be authentic with yourself to be able to speak your truth. How are you going to bridge the gap? How are you going to have common ground? Maybe the common ground requires time. Maybe what's required is some introspection. Same thing. You hear people all of a sudden they calling you. Hey man, I'm on hard times, man. Can you spot me some money? Well, you was okay before you called me. What was going on then? Because that's what's going on. There's a lot of people looking for sponsorship right now. Some of y'all might know that is cuffing. When in actuality, when you find out what's really going on, you're gonna be cussing. How stupid was I? Why did I do that? Where's my panties at? She was supposed to call me. She ain't call me. Why I gotta go look for her? Let me tell you something. They right where they need to be at. And of course, they're also prioritizing what's important or who's important. You ain't supposed to be on the bottom of anybody's list. Well, I just wanted to slide by through. I only have a little bit of time. What's going on? Don't even open that door. Don't open that door. Because ain't nothing but drama. Ain't nothing but drama on the other side of that door. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. You want to see what somebody's about? You better get you some sage. Get to burning it. Because them demons don't like that. Sage will do two things. It will keep demons away. And guess what? If they in the midst of you, it'll bring it out. All of a sudden, they start acting kind of, why are you acting like you got an attitude? Because that's not them. That's that spirit being turned up, being tormented. And then guess what? They're going to deflect it as best they can. And then that Mr. Nasty or Mrs. Nasty going to show up. Whoa, where this coming from? Why are you acting? I don't want to talk about it. Of course they don't want to talk about it because demons don't speak truth. And then all of a sudden they turn around and go where it needs to go. Listen here. I need you to do this, and I want this, and I want that. You gonna get that for me? Just zoom past the relationship and go right for the wallet. Meanwhile, you are on a natural high in a mall near you, in a town near you, in a city near you, in a state near you, thinking, well, it'll make them happy. When in actuality, what should make them happy is they're in your life. They're in your life. What were they doing before they came in it? What are they doing to preserve it? And what are they bringing to the table to build from it? Who am I talking to? Maybe that's the reason why y'all arguing so much these days. Because they know that there are concessions that have to be made for you to function and give in return. Why I gotta be your tears? Why I gotta be your anguish? Why does it gotta be discourse? Why is it all the time when they come around, you feel in a certain kind of way? You ever thought about that? Why don't you have peace of mind? Why do they not support your dreams? These are the same people that should love you, stick by you, empower you. But we live in a condescending but passive aggressive world. It's too easy to do the wrong thing, which is hypocritical because it's easier to claim your life, to build on it. But if you're worried about if Jody is going to come and, hey girl, how you doing? You'll be by yourself singing in your car like Minnie Riperton. I had an old photograph. It kind of made me laugh. I don't know. Listen, I don't want you to sit up here and think that people don't change because they do. But then there is a percentage of people that have gotten comfortable and conditioned in their pain. And that's where their loyalty is. And that's why misery loves company. Don't sit at that table. You ain't even supposed to be in that room. You're not even supposed to be in their life. The only thing they do is complain about what they ain't got. But they ain't doing anything to change it because they want you to be the audience and hope that you will fall right in that condition. So I'm going to ask you again. While you are putting up the mistletoe, you need to be asking who's missing you. Because if you don't, you're going to be like a lot of people out here. On the 26th day of December, my true love gave to me a bunch of damn excuses. And then they in that line to return that gift. You didn't even have to give them a gift. You are the gift. That's all I'm saying. So while you're out there checking your list, checking it off, and well, he likes this and he likes that, you need to think about it. For the sacrifice that you're about to do, are they worth it? Because some of y'all won't do that. Because some of y'all will turn around and say, well, you know what? Look, they bring this to the table, and for me to be a part of this, I just got to play to pay. What separates you from that person that is walking a block? The only thing's different is they've emotionally checked out and accept the fact that they put the price tag on their mortality, because death will come. The money may be quick, but there's a price for it. I know some of y'all right now wish if you could, all you wish for was for that person to finally open up to so you can understand them. The question you need to be asked is, why are they holding on to the position they have and they choose not to give you access? If you didn't been there, you didn't shown your loyalty, you have been a plus to them, but all they're doing is showing their disdainment, and they act like, I don't care. Do yourself a favor. Get the hell out of that situation. Because I'm going to tell you what, 9 times out of 10, you're in the midst of an opportunist that they use manipulation and control to get you to act a certain way. King, Don't trip. Oh, all of a sudden now she wants to be the seductress. You know, she wants to make sure that you are stimulated and titillated. I say ground your feet, take note, take note of what doesn't fit, and have the courage to acknowledge it. Because those little subtle little hits, they're doing that for a reason. Why is it that we as people, truth should be the easiest thing that can be obtained? I'll tell you why. Because you have to have integrity with yourself. You have to have a moral compass, which is your spirit, which is your discernment, to know the difference from what is being supported and what is being undermined. No, there's a lot of fair weathered people in this world because the truth of the matter is they want to live off of you. They don't want to do the work. They want the benefit at least investment, and they want to use covert tactics that guilt you into a certain mindset. Well, I wouldn't did that if you didn't do that, but guess what? You could have talked to me about that. If a person will not, at the least, at the least, express themselves, it's because there's something that they choose to hold on, and as well as your value to them is not worth it. Otherwise, the question should be asked, why aren't they focusing that with you? If you are being forthright, why can't they be forthright too? Doesn't mean that you're not gonna always hear things that you want to hear. But you know what you're also given though? The opportunity to change, the opportunity to choose. Why? Because God gave you two gifts the moment you took your first breath. The first one was to unconditionally love yourself. The second one was free will, the right to choose. So if they're turning around on the flip side and they're like, you better not do this or else, the question should be asked, why does that have to be the option? What is it that you are preventing me? What is it that you don't want me to know or see? And you see it because they fluctuate their emotional state like a ping pong. You know, why are you getting so mad? We're just talking about soap. It's because there's something going on with them that they don't want you to be privileged to know about. Because if you knew about it, you probably look at them in a different state. So I hope that wherever you're today, you place God first in everything you do. You stay grounded. And just know, an opportunist does not need your help to expose themselves. But what is required is you have the courage to see it for what it is. God is praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. And for that, it helps me discern mine. Why are you wasting your time or giving access to your life to someone who doesn't want to be a part of your future? Maybe that's the reason the behavior that you're seeing now is the answer to it all along. See your worth. Love yourself more. And watch what God shows you in return. You're worth it. Be blessed, y'all. Have a great week.